just me. You can bet on me, 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 bet on me. Trust this love is so real. Don't you know, girl? Come on, let's make love. Let's get back to love like we should, girl. Don't worry about the things they say we can't do. You can bet on me and do. This love is something that you know you need. Come on, come on, bet on me, bet on me, bet on me. This love is real, love is real. This man is true, this man is true. My love is for you. Come on, girl, come on, girl, come on. Bet on me, 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 bet on me. Don't you want this love, this love, ooh.
Abundance, gratitude to everybody that's chiming in. You know what I'm saying? I just played a demo from the Ashe album. I'm gonna play about like 4 more of them, and I'm going to talk about this album that I released 4 days ago called Jubilation. And this album, I'm gonna talk about it, but I'm gonna play these demos. But man, you know, being able to create and make, you know, music is a beautiful thing. And I'm gonna break down each song the best way I can from my understanding, because sometimes these songs, you know, they come in a way of you not seeing or knowing how it comes. You know, sometimes it comes in a way where you know, you don't really understand it, you know. But I'm gonna play these demos and we gonna get lit, man. I got demos from Ashe album ready to go, and this song here called Came Out of Nowhere. Let's vibe out, bro. chiming in, if you just chiming in, I'm doing demos of the Ashe album, but the album that I'ma play called Jubilation. I'm gonna play that after these demos. And I'm gonna talk about the album and stuff like that, man. But you know, making music is what my soul love to do. I work. You can work a 9 to 5 and do all these jobs, but you gotta have a passion in this society. You gotta have a passion in this realm because you'll lose your shit if you don't have nothing that you passionate about. That you passionate about. You know what I'm saying? And this gonna all align with this song called Liquid Gold, man.
Cools melt down my spine. Traffic comes like it knows my name. Sidewalk dance and caught my step. Left the spills and nobody owes me. Breath slide through my fingers. Sticky sweat from yesterday is love. Open hands and I don't mind. The world leans close to see. Gravity whispers softly. Nothing heavy is here, but I'm feeling. Even silent got a rhythm, and I'm moving it. Liquid gold, dripping slowly. Liquid gold, dripping slowly. Every moment golden to me. Liquid gold, yeah. Dripping, dripping, dripping slow. Dripping, dripping slowly. Liquid gold. Dripping slowly. Only me spinning free.
This is Mike Costello from the Mike Costello Law Firm. If you've been injured or
Don't chase. I'm just floating in a practice no me. Liquid gold, dripping slowly. Liquid gold.
Yeah, that was a demo from like 2 albums ago called Ashe. Um, when I make music, man, like it just it don't even, like I said, it don't come from me, man. I don't know where it come from. Sometimes the idea just pop out of nowhere, and I just be like, damn, where that idea came from. You know what I'm saying? But you know, just being able to create in a world where a lot of things, um, distract us from really finding our passion and purpose. We have to um, maneuver in ways where we can still feel empowered by ourselves. Cause they don't want us to really tap into ourselves, man. All these distractions with the war, all this, going to work, bills, oil, all that shit, man. it really defeats the purpose of why we really here. It's like you find the errors and shit and you just want to change. But it's like everybody gotta be on the same, frequency with this shit. Because you still got people competing with each other over materialistic things. You still got people trying to compete with you with something that you're passionate about, you know. And I just don't be making these just to feel like, oh, I wanna go viral. None of these songs is meant to go viral. And like I made a post the other day, I was like, man, some of the rawest and powerfulest people is not known or famous like that. And people always want to put the celebrities up on a pedestal. But they are puppets, they are sellouts. The real true leaders and the real true talented people are not known, man. And like the old saying go, like when I playing basketball, some people like some of the best players not even on the team. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it is with this realm. Some of the best people, you walk by them every day and thinking they're just normal people. But they are disguised as human beings in their meat suits, but they are having a consciousness and a power that you can't even fathom. And you walk by them every day. The God is within us, but at the same time, it's like you don't know who you walking by that got the power to really shut this shit down. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind with everybody. They're because they're not popular or whatever y'all think they're not worthy or they're not divine. That is the total opposite. The ones that people know and the one that everybody like, they're not being their truth. They're not being who they are. They're not being authentic. So question yourself: is that the real thing? If everybody like you, then you're not being who you are, cause you trying to fit a mold to fit everybody that you come in contact with that you like, and the people, and people catch on to that. They catch on to fake realnesses. When you real, you don't give a fuck what nobody say. You don't mold yourself to be nobody. You mold yourself to be yourself. And that's how I carry myself my whole life, man. I carry myself like that. But let's get lit, man. Everybody got something to say, and I made a song about it. But it's from the demo Ashe. Like I said, I'm just warming y'all up to get y'all ready for Jubilation, cause Jubilation is deep, man. And I'm gonna break shit down, and it's gonna always align with what the fuck this world got going on. But everybody got something to say from the Ashe album. It's a demo, and I made this because I was upset with certain family members and how they portrayed themselves after being under the same lineage or bloodline, but they want to create issues and mess the whole nucleus of a family up. And this was in the making, with the other song off the Jubilation album called What Happened to the Family. But like this, y'all, let's get lit. Fuck you, let's get lit. I hate these ads, man. That's why I like to, use my personal one, my personal YouTube channel, but I'm using this one they gave me.
She bundles her home and auto.
Let's get lit.
Everyone got something to say. 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 Slow grind. I move on my own time. Mind on my spirit. Soul in the sunshine. They say why you chillin'? I ain't rushing, but I was building while they was discussing. Everyone got something to say.
Sopranos.
They talk big, but they don't stay. When the storm hits, they fade away. I was there through the night and day. Now I'm healing and feeling okay. Everyone gets something to say. 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 Everyone gets something to say.
Yeah, that song is a joint, man. It's a banger. You know what I'm saying? I was really upset though. Like I just didn't like how certain family members was acting. You know what I'm saying? And it just upsets me sometimes because I'm all about unity. I'm all about coming together in the community because if some shit hit the fan, one person can't do it by himself. But at the same time, if he had a community of people that's on a like minded thinking, the shit would make no it will make sense to um it just makes sense to come together more than apart. And I just feel like people just always on some individualization type ego shit, and that's the shit that's killing us as a people, period. But at the same time, everybody not gonna you will have bad people, you will have good people, but at the same time, community we had a community, but we lost that as well. We lost our art of being a community. And if that happened previously before all this shit went on, it can happen again. Don't you say? Like, I feel that. You know what I'm saying? Man, shout out to everybody that's pulling up, even though y'all not liking the light, man. Y'all just looking, but the show gonna go on. You know what I'm saying? Because this is very. I want to do this today, and I don't have my wine, so that's why I'm kind of like not. I'm kind of like I'm hyped, but at the same time, if I had my wine, I'd be super more hyped. So let's get into the album though, Jubilation. But first, I want to talk about how R&B music and soul music is different. You know what I'm saying? Like R&B is the regular shit. You know that come on the radio. Like I like LMA music. LMA, Chris Brown, obviously. Anybody that sing about love and don't talk about how the state of the world or the state of the mind, body, and soul is, they different from soul music. Soul music, even the vocal structures of soul music is different from R&B. It's more emotional. It's more from the heart. You can hear the rap, the ruggedness in the voice more, cause that's soul. With R&B, everything's perfected into a markable way where people can easily digest it. But soul music is different. It's gonna cut deep. It might rub you the wrong way, and you might not like it because it's too organic. It's too potent. So some of the things that you looking for in a singer might not be in a soul singer. So that's why it's different from R&B. And that's what I'm a soul singer. I'm not trying to perfect my voice to a where I perfect my voice in a way of me, because I'm a soul singer. I can't make my voice be like Usher. I can't make my voice be like Luther, because we are two different genres within the conglomerate of black music. And that's why I feel people fail to understand. They want people to be in a certain. They see so much that the mainstream did so much damage. People to see it as hip hop and R&B and just think, oh, that's the two genres black people can do. Nah, black people started this whole shit. We started every genre in the book of music, because that's how potent, that's how frequency based we are. Even before any instruments, we had sound through the way of nature, the way we move through nature. We walk through nature. It's a harmony. It's a melody, and I don't think people understand that resonation with us. You know what I'm saying? We lost our way. We lost our art. about how to move with this shit. And it's frequency based too as well. Like, but not the chime or down anybody else's music. You just have two separate things that's in the conglomerate of black music. You have soul music and R&B, and then you have hip hop, then you have rap, and then you have trap music. It's like we can form anything with this shit, and people will eat it up. But mainstream mess it up because they market it into a way where it's low vibration. It's killing the frequencies and people that they don't even know. They hear a sound, they keep hearing it, they getting spellbound. Instead of just finding a sound that they resonate with when they first hear it, you know. But it's crazy, man. Like that's how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about certain things when it comes to music. And music to me is life. Music is what I do. That's how I get my point across with certain things. Cause when I was younger, I was always a creative person. I always had, I tried to draw some. I wasn't really a good drawer. I played basketball. I was good at that, but at the same time, my love was always music. And my first time realizing sound was was beating on the desk, and I had a recorder where I beatbox, and I made so many sounds, and it was amazing because I was like, okay, I got a taste for sound. But let's get to the first album. I mean, the first song from the album Jubilation, and this song basically is a statement of saying, through all the the doubt and pain we went through, and you seeing how things are unfolding. The triumph gonna be us, you know, finding ourselves and standing on 10 about what the government and all that, the state of the world doing right now. And when I made this album, I was like, damn, like everything always aligned with what the current state of the world is. Like you got the Iran shit, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like all that is orchestrated, like we always know, it's scripted, you know what I'm saying? But people are really getting hurt, you know what I'm saying? So they want blood for the ball for the cabal. They want blood and shit like that. So people just gotta pay attention, man. But when I made this album, it was right after Bread and Butter 2 as well. So I was already on a high of um with the world and power to the people type shit. So the first song from this, matter of fact, let me just play Bread and Butter so y'all can lead y'all up to why this became an album. So I'm playing two songs from Bread and Butter 2, and these two songs is what gave me the idea for Jubilation.
There is a lot about the job that isn't actually that.
This song called Power to the People. I hate these ads, man. It's really sickening with these ads. It's really sickening. But let's play Power to the People, and it's self-explanatory.
They telling us that war is the only way.
that joint, I would just giving it all in that joint because I felt like, it's power to the people more than ever now. If people can't see what the fuck going on, how the government don't give a fuck about us, man. They've been doing this for the last, what, 60 something years. They don't care. And we still playing the game, man. Like, that's why I got upset with it. And then they talking about this war. So I was like, man, I'm about to write a joint. Because my ancestors, my musical ancestors, like Curtis Mayfield, um, people like Marvin Gaye, Sam Cooke, they all made songs about the people and how change or within the community need to happen. You know what I'm saying? Nobody in today is making a song like that. And I'm not trying to ego trip where I'm trying to talk about I'm the only one doing it. It might be somebody else doing it. But from my perspective, I don't see nobody making a song like this, saying power to the people. In a way of it's more of a community build than just trying to say something, wait for something. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm on with it. All these artists out that's in the independent area, they're trying to get on for some reason. I ain't trying to get on. Because I already know back in my last life, I probably was already on in the industry. But in this life, I don't give a fuck about none of that. I'm already goated to a point where I don't need validation from ignorance. I don't need validation from my mainstream. I don't need validation from anybody that's trying to question my greatness. When I know how great I am. That's how you know you're the truth. When you don't need none of that shit to validate you. You could have one follower. You could have, 7 followers. And they support you. That's worth more than fucking 100 million views or 100 million subscribers that don't even give a fuck or won't even care if you die today or tomorrow. So you gotta understand the true abundance will always be within you and how you move in this shit. So when I make these songs, I ain't making it to be like, oh, I want to go viral. I ain't making it for that shit. I'm making it because I know who the fuck I am. I know how I move. I know the power I have. And I'm not the perfect person to be receiving these songs. I'm just the one that know how to deliver it. You know what I'm saying? Most people don't know how to deliver it. They got all the answers, but they can't deliver it in a way where it be creative. You know what I'm saying? You might be the best. There might be the best singers out there. They might understand how to do it, but they ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? So, and then I was raised off amazing people. My mom and dad was amazing to me, and they understood how to have a voice up on your own. Don't be out here trying to copy anybody or do anything. So I'm raised up being me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that I was able to tap into myself, man. This is a beautiful thing for me right now. You don't gotta be a millionaire. You don't gotta be famous to know how great you are. The greatness is always in you. You just gotta build up to that shit and know how powerful you is. So the other song from Bread and Butter 2 that inspired Jubilation is a song called Save the Kids, man, Protect the Youth. This is a banger because I'm saying you gotta save the kids, man. We gotta save the kids. Also, save the woman. And then the men gotta also be mentally on point too as well. We got a lot of men out here who lost in the sauce, man. And that's sad. Cause I see young brothers, I see older brothers, and they just don't, understand the power they hold. And they just thinking that, oh, I gotta keep grinding, I gotta keep giving this lady my money. I gotta keep, ain't nothing wrong being provided, but at the same time, you gotta have that worth of knowing the shit gonna work out for you because you a divine God. You a divine king. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just, but everybody have their own journey that they gotta come up to and be great. And I ain't trying to down nobody, but at the same time, a lot of more men need to know who they are and start simping for certain women that they know just want money from them. When you find a real goddess, none of that shit matter. You know what I'm saying? None of that shit matter. Cause she gonna know who you are and you gonna know who she are. All right, but let's play Save the Kids because they doing all this sex trafficking to these kids and drinking their blood and doing shit. So I was like, man, let's make a song about this shit. And that's how I relieve my stress. I make songs. Because if I don't make songs, I'm shooting shit up. I'm burning bridges. Burning tattoos.
What are the
Man, this ass killing me. They putting 2 commercials on my videos. I didn't approve of that. I here it go, y'all.
Tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me why. Will we? Oh no. Oh no. Street lights flicker. Mama praying by the door. Baby's growing up too fast. Don't you feel safe no more? Poison in the water. Lies up to the stream. Trying to break and trying to sell dreams to the children. To the children. Barely 13. You just trying. Father's gone. Innocence don't last too long. Too long. But I hear the innocence calling loud. Save them,
Save the children. Protect the youth. Let them glow.
Let them steal their glow. Don't let them dim their light. Every child deserves a chance to dream of the night. We gotta guard their hearts. Tell them the truth.
Talk
No more
children.
chains on the innocent soul. No more selling gold.
Salute, live and learn, and build it.
We gotta stand up and be their shield. Love is the power. Love will heal. All we gotta say to kids and protect the youth. Yeah, that's something that we need to do.
Oh no.
That we must do. Oh no. Chemicals in the food. Messing with their minds. Confusion in sound. Pressure from the times. Predators lurking in the dark. Online. While we strolling past. A warning sign. Still shine. Heaven's footprint divine. We were guided with steady hands. Then they continue with their broken land.
This why they mad. They mad that I'm able to create and they can't stop this shit. They can't stop the awakening. Because it's not just me, it's a frequency. Anybody that's creative in a way where it's an awakening people, they are afraid of that. And so the algorithm, all that shit trying to bury our job. But guess what? Once I get them physical copies, they ain't gonna stop nothing. 112, Seaport, Savannah, Georgia. Yeah, shout Live and Learn in the building. What I'm doing now, Live and Learn, I'm just playing the song leading up to the album Jubilation. Because the song leading up to Jubilation was set the tone for me to even make the album Jubilation. Because it's a lot of things going on. I'm just getting inspired by the way the world moving, in a way of not excited, but in a way of creating a frequency that people can might align with. But at the same time, it's not being forced. It is not being in a way where, um, I'm not giving a fuck about going viral. You know what I'm saying? It's just me being me, and whoever align will align. And like I said, I'd rather 5 people in our community over 1,000,000,000 screens, because at the end of the day, you don't know them people. And if they really feeling it, or they're just clicking on a link because they feel like, oh, let me be nosy, but not really feeling the songs. You gotta feel this shit to understand it. If you don't, cool. If you do, I appreciate you. But at the same time, I'ma keep doing me. Cause that's how I move. If I can't do me in this realm, then why the fuck everybody even here? So with that being said, man, let's get into Jubilation, man. And the first song, you know, the first song is very important. Because a lot of people just, hold on, let me go back right quick. A lot of people just not understanding that nobody's coming to save you when shit get real. And through all the pain and all the doubt, you will always come
You know
out.
what's odd? If something's free, people just can't resist it. Doesn't matter what it is.
Damn,
Oh,
man,
is that
this ad.
t-shirt free?
You will always come out, understanding the current or the past phase in your life. And also I seen a Jackson 5 album called Triumph. And I was like, okay, I want to make a title like that, not in a way of copying their title, but I wanted to find a similar name to equal up and align with what I was trying to present in my music. And this music is about coming to peace, coming to knowing, coming to the abundance, that whole abundance or wealth or whatever you're trying to seek, it's always within you. So when I made Jubilation, I was like, let me give myself and people who align a soundtrack to a better way of thinking and how to evolve, in this realm, in this system, because it's gonna always be duality, but at the same time, you gotta be aware of this shit to really move in this shit and grow and evolve. You can't be stagnant in nothing that you wanna be great in, because you already have the greatness. You just have to be aware and see it and feel it and know it. And that's why I made this album, Jubilation, man. Let me start from the beginning. Now let's play it now. Version 2. Want the melody to come in once again.
I see it clear. The world is shifting.
song, man. Um, that was the theme song for people who know what the fuck I'm talking about. You know, sometimes when I make, these songs, man, I don't be wanting to explain them because some of the time I don't even know what the song mean until later on down the line I hear it again. I be like, damn, that's what I meant, and that's how you know music is powerful to the individual or to anybody who listen. You just can't listen to this one time and be like, oh man, that's trash. You gotta listen to it more than once and be like, damn, this some real shit. You know, he's saying some real shit in this song. You know, a lot of people they just hear it but they don't feel it, you know, when it come to music. I'm an empath, so I feel everything. Even my music, I feel it. Like when I made this song Jubilation, I felt this shit. Like I started getting chills. That's how I know I had to put it on the album. When I get chills and when I feel like, damn, this song is deep. You know, this song is, to a point where I don't want it to be so deep where people be like, man, I'm trying to understand what he's saying. It's deep to where you feel how I feel about how people can become great within themselves. That's the deep feelings I want you to feel. I like how like Kendrick and all them be trying to make songs so deep and decodable. That shit is not what soul music for me in the R&B way is for me. I don't want to make it so deep where people be like, damn, what are you talking about? And or have like a whole, 2 hour documentary trying to break the sound down. Like, bro, no. I want you to feel this based off the rhythm, based off the melody, based off the words that I'm saying that's clear enough for you to see from your soul. You got to see from your soul to understand that this music, is something that can touch you, man. Yeah. But Jubilation, when I made that song, that was the green light for me to go ahead and just do the album. Cause I want to do a party album, for the cookouts. And I'm like, man, something made me just want me to do this album, and that's when I did it. You know, sometimes I don't know what it is. It's just like a feeling. It's not even a person or a voice. Like how people try to say, oh, I talked to the ancestors. Sometimes it's not even a voice. The shit is a vibe that you get or a feeling that you get a chill or you get like an idea. That is communicating through the ancestors too. I don't think people understand that. They think you gotta have words, and that's the difference between certain religions. They say people talk to a certain thing. I don't know, what other people's perception is, but my perception comes from being in nature. I might see how the wind blow a tree, and I get an idea that way, or I might just be chilling and the idea just come. That's how tapped in I am with my awareness of how to create. Through certain shit that I have opportunity of doing, and I create a lane with that shit. So, the next song can't hold my voice. I mean, can't own my voice. The song is basically a diss to mainstream music and the mainstream industry, period. Because even some indie artists, they think that because they got a lot of screams that's gonna make them, become in the mainstream or viral, and that's all they think about. They miss the whole point of even creating. That's the success, you know. That the success to create a whole album with no back and no help, just your voice, the way you feel music should be for yourself, and the way you study the greats to become you. That's a success I don't think anybody understand. They want you to be popping. They want you to go viral. None of that. All the other shit is side shit. The real success, if you creating the idea from your head and putting it into the physical form where people can see that shit for in their eyes, and some can feel it from the soul. That is success. In my life, man, I was doing Uber and I was playing some of my songs. I played Bread and Butter, and the customer was like, "Yo, what is that? I like that song." That's real life interaction. That beat a scream that you don't know who the fuck looked at it. And that's why I keep trying to tell people, man. They think that because I got a lot of screams, that mean, that you could be proud of that, cool. But the real success is when you create that shit from the mind to the physical and you see it. You see it, man. That's powerful. That's powerful, man. Sometimes I don't know what album it was, but I heard it and I almost got a tear because I was like, man, this album is me, you know, it's me. And sometimes I hear myself, I be like, man, I hit a high note and I'm like, damn, that was me, because I be so tapped in with this shit. So when I made Can't Own Your Voice, man, I was like, man, I don't care about none of that extra sauce people try to put on with this music shit. They want this, and that's I seen a whole bunch of TikTok videos saying, "Oh, you want to promote your songs? You can drop all the songs, but you ain't popping." Man, I'm gonna drop all the songs I want, because at the end of the day, you gonna leave this shit and you don't have no regret of the songs that you didn't drop. That's how I see it. I don't care if it pop or not. I'm making music for me. When I get my next car, I'm gonna play all my songs so loud in my car, man. It's gonna be booming, like, and people gonna see it. And that's how I feel about music, because I love hearing. I can hear myself all fucking day and I don't get tired. That's how I know you the truth with your music. When you don't get tired of yourself or nothing, and you can put yourself in the same playlist as the Alley Brothers and the Curtis Mayfield, and it's still all aligned to like you was from that era. Man, that's real music, man. But I'm rambling, y'all. But let's get to Can't Own My Voice, where I was dissing mainstream industry about how they try to take away artists' voice by controlling their every move, man. I don't care about a million streams. If the truth ain't real in that song, that shit just noise, bro. Oh, hold on, y'all. Hold on, let me get right.
There's only one knows.
And them ads is really killing my vibe, because they keep popping up and they keep giving them two little ads on my YouTube, man. But yeah, man, like, you gotta, here go, y'all.
They say, slide the paper across the table. Said, just sign it and you on your way. Numbers don't dance in the margin. Circles trying to make me sway. But I remember singing barefooted on my drummer wooden floor. Didn't need no dotted line to feel what I was singing for. They talk about advances. I'm thinking about my verse from within. Cause every time I water down my truth, that's when I really sing. I can't handcuff a harmony. Can't breath inside a cage. My gift ain't for a bit of war. It's sacred, but not a way. I'd rather sing from my soul than from a contractual role. Rather bleed every note I hold. Then my spirit won't be sold. Keep your pen and your control. My voice ain't no contractual. If I can't mean what I say, I'd rather walk away, rather walk away. my soul. Can't find my voice. Can't find my voice. Can't find. Can't own my voice.
Yeah. So that song was basically a diss to the mainstream industry about how they try to control artists' likeness and control artists' way how to move with this shit. And people always tell me, man, if you wanna get in the industry, man, if any artist still trying to get in the industry in this day and time of 2026, man, you was crazy. Because the way how you can move in this shit without the industry is way more better than trying to move with the industry. Yeah, you might get promoted, you know what I'm saying, but at the same time, you ain't being the artist that you need to be, you know, and that's what I was, getting at with that song, and I think I did well articulating that shit because I don't care, man. If your heart not in this shit and you just trying to go viral and get promotion by the industry and think that shit gonna make you a better artist, nah, it's not. But this next song called "The World Belongs to You" is you know, it's basically supposed to be from Bread and Butter One, but the song never formed itself in the way where I could have put it on Bread and Butter like 2 years ago. But it finally came to me, and I'm just very proud to be able to create this song, and it's still aligned with Jubilation storyline of this album, because you can play this album from the top and bottom, and it'll give you one story, but when you play it from the bottom to the top, it gives you a whole different story. Because you can, from the top, it's like, okay, you on a self journey, and then at the end it comes to a community building, and at the bottom of the album, the last track to the top, is from community building to like a self-involvement top. So it's like whatever mindset that you own when it comes to this album, you are derive at the you will derive at any point, you know what I'm saying, at the top or the bottom. And it is very important, I don't I, it wasn't a concept album, but it just came out that way, and I'm very grateful because I can jam this album all the time and see things that I didn't even see while recording. That shit crazy. But the song "Belong to Us" is basically a song that I had in my mind for at least 2 years, and I was able to record it for the album. And the song is about, a divine goddess, a divine, God, masculine, feminine, coming together and understanding that we know who we are, and the world be trying to make us seem like we crazy when we link up, and then it's like they distract one individual to not make the connection work. But as long as we know that the world belongs to us and the connection is genuine, it can work. But they got us with this money shit still, and people are still trying to hustle to a point where they losing their damn minds and not knowing, you know, how to move without money and cars and clothes and shit. So, the world belong to us was a song where I was like, man, the world belong to us, me and you. And I'm telling the story how I met this girl, and she knew who the fuck I was, because most likely, woman's intuition and intuitive is kind of stronger than ours, but at the same time, if we tapped in, we could see something that they can't see too. But it's all a balance, and we need each other in a way that we can become a power like Trinity and Neo. So that's basically what the song was trying to get to. But yeah, so just add again. They always give me two ads, but I'm gonna continue to talk about the song to the song come on. So so the song was, I had experience where I thought, the girl um was a divine enough to see the connection. But here it go.
Met you on a night I was off beat. Didn't even plan where my heart will be. You were standing quiet voice felt different, like my soul recognized your spirit. You just smiled like you always knew. I was lost, you was passing through. Yeah, the world belonged to us, you and me. Yeah, the world belonged to us, you and me. The world belonged to us all day. The world belonged to us every night. The world belonged to us, you and me. The world belonged to us, you and me. Yeah, the world belonged to us, you and me. The world belonged to us. No big lights, no perfect timing. Just two souls kinda misaligning. But it felt like faith, don't miss when it comes to this. The world belongs to us, homie. Ain't no clock on this love, just slowly. If they try to ride, don't fool me. The world belongs to us, you know me.
We ain't rushed, we just let it breathe. Talking dreams, sitting on the street. Everywhere I felt deep, then the surface.
Like our pain had the same purpose. You told me about the nights you was broken. I ain't speak, I just stay and let it soak in. Just a moment, the world belongs to us, you and me. The world belongs to us, you and me. Yeah, the world belongs to us every day. The world belongs to us all night. The world belongs to us, you and me. The world belongs to us, kings and queens. The world belongs to us, you and me. Yeah, the world belongs to us, you and me. The world belongs to us, you and me. The world belongs to us, you and me.
Yeah, I can picture the short film for that. Like I can, pick this girl, and we just y'all heard the song, but it is that song can that short film can be crazy. But the next joint, man, between the wait and win, it's basically a song about balance, a song about you know understanding power from within. And this joint and Can't Own My Voice was done almost at the same time. But no, the song was written at the same. Both songs are written at the same time. Because it was supposed to be on, I think Bread and Butter 2 or something. It was supposed to be on one of them albums, but it just didn't. It just didn't fit the storyline, I guess, or whatever. The energy wasn't right, so that's why those two songs on this album. But Between the Wait and Win is a powerful track, man. I can't even explain it. I just know that it's about the abundance from within and the balance that we all must come to grips with. Cause some of us is not balanced and is in losing our minds within this shit. But you gotta become balanced. You gotta go to war with yourself and and come out as a new you in a way where you don't lose the essence or the origin, but you just become a more powerful, evolved version, if that makes sense. But Between the Wait and Win, man, deep as fuck, bro. This song is like a grandson of Curtis Mayfield's song he made called one of them songs he made was black people my people darker than blue type shit. But yeah, man, these ads again, y'all. But yeah, man, every track was important on this album, and I can jam this all day. I was literally jamming this album all week last week.
I was 23 with $8 to my name, mic in my hand and pride to my veins. Swore I'd never been
is a balance between the weight and the wind. You hold on tight because you gotta know when to loosen your grip. You speak your truth, but sometimes silence heals quicker than this. It's a thin line between we walk, between survival and the bliss. Life is a balance, and now I'm learning where I fit.
I used to think it was all or nothing. Rich or righteous, love or lonely. Win big or disappear. But the real power is knowing when to push and when to sit and still hear your own heartbeat. Your own heartbeat. The way and the wind, the way and the wind. Come on, the way and the wind, yeah. Come on, between the two, balance between the two. Come on, come on, come on, yeah.
Yeah, so that song basically, you know, like I said, is about balance from within. You know, the first lyric was like I was 23 with a I can't remember the lyrics like that, honestly. Like, cause I'm still listening. I'm trying to understand my own songs, cause the album's still new. Even I played a thousand times, I still gotta understand what I said and what I felt. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't feel like it's me. But the next song is Safe Love, and Safe Love was basically we're supposed to be for bread and butter one again, but it didn't materialize until this album. And Safe Love is basically uh a song where, I was dealing with somebody, and they, we was cool, but I guess they felt like the vibe or the connection was too organic or something, and they was hiding some shit. So they went to a safe love that wasn't, on their alignment, but they felt like that made them comfortable instead of somebody that can build them up, and they can do things outside the norm that can make them more powerful than apart. But everything happened for a reason. But it won't never stop me from not making songs about certain things that I felt, my soul, wanted to do at the time. And that's a maturity level that some people can't even, get to, when you dealing with people, places, or things. It's like you gotta have a sense of maturity where you're aware of why you thought that at the time, and what you felt at that time, and also to know when to pull out or when not to stress about it, because it can leave you feeling a void, or leaving you with a hole in you that you thought you healed. And you got to be able to talk about it and sometimes laugh about it, because that's how you grow. So when I create these songs, shit be deep, bro. They don't just be some shit I'm be trying to go viral. Like, I keep saying that because the mis the mis um the misdiagnosis of an independent artist. Oh, you want to get poppy, you want to go viral, you want to get big. Man, no, that's not it. We just sometimes we find our avenue, we find our lane where we can create for ourselves, and in a frequency that is understandable to people. They will align with it, but it's not about being famous with me from my perspective. Cause if I wanted to, I can really put money behind my shit and promote these songs, and probably be somewhere performing these songs on a show and shit. But man, I'm doing it the way I want to do it. And Safe Love was one of them songs where I had to let that feeling go. Sometimes I still think about it, but I'm more happy for that individual, and and whatever they go through. I hope they provide for whoever they care for or whatnot. But I just had to make this song to get off my chest, and Safe Love is one of them. Let's go.
Save love, save love. It's what she went to. She felt in the silence, the way he said her name. No games, no hesitation, no running from the flame. He saw her through her shadows and every scar she tried to hide. And that kind of love scared her, 'cause it left her no place to lie. He was everything she prayed for, but the prayers don't feel the same when you finally get the real thing. And you don't know how to stay. She went from safe love, safe love, safe love. Something she couldn't control. Not too deep, not too honest. Didn't reach her soul. But she chose what wouldn't break her, but it broke her all the time. All the time. Safe love, safe love, safe love, safe love, safe love, safe love, he never chased her, he just let her choose her path, so he can see the heartbreak and the quiet of his laugh. Now she's laying next to someone who don't see her at all. No risk, no real connection, no fear, but no fall. Yeah. And now she think about his touch and how it felt, like something so true. But forever don't mean nothing if something you won't choose. Yeah, because she safe love. She went to 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 safe love. Oh.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Hurricane, Live and Learn, the building, man. Um, yeah, Hurricane. I kind of started early. I kind of started around like 5 something. So we on the we got about like enough. We got enough tracks, man. We got about like what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 tracks to go. Cause this album I kind of did a lot more than I usually do. But like I was telling everybody else earlier, I was like, this album can be played from the front top song to the end song, or it can be reversed from the end song to the top song because it's about a mindset. It's about a mindset about the abundance from within your power. I mean, from the abundance from within is your power. So it's a mindset, you know. Um, and this album, is it wasn't supposed to come out like this, but it came out how it needed to come out, and I'm still grateful and have gratitude for my body of work. And I will never look down on any of it. Even my first album, Joint Self Title, even though it wasn't how I wanted to be, I won't look that album down because that's what I made at the time. I was happy with it at the time. Even my mixtapes, I was happy with it at the time. So as an artist, when certain stuff is trash, and certain stuff is a masterpiece. And I'm not a perfect artist, so I'm gonna have some trash projects. I'm gonna have some good projects, and even Prince had some trash projects and some good projects. The only one that's an exception was Michael Jackson, but he did drop something called History in the Mix, and that was kind of trash. So shout out to Branches in the building. But with that being said, man, you just gotta understand what type of artist you is, regardless of who don't understand what type of artist you are, and be grateful for anything, any idea that come to you, because it could have went to anybody else, and they could have been bragging like they're the one who did it. But just be, show gratitude for your ideas and creation, because it's you. It's your organic way that's on physical form or wax. And I'm very proud to be able to do this, man. Being able to tap into my creativity, and being able to stay consistent and be able to I remember when I first started. I remember when I first began to want to do this, and it's just a story that people just won't understand. They're not in your shoes, and like I tell everybody else, I ain't trying to be no mainstream. I ain't trying to even pop. I just want to just do my music and go about my day, man. That's how I want to do, because the more people the more people that's gonna try to say shit that don't matter, that don't really matter, as long as you know. But the next song, "Life Matters," and that align with what I just said. Your life matters, regardless of you a bum on the street, regardless if you homeless. Your life matters. You are the abundance. You are great. And I love how this song sound, because it's truly organic. It's truly, you hear the soulness in my voice. I want to be kind of um what that word is, raspy. I want to be raspy, because that's the way it is, man. When you sing it from the soul, sometimes the song can be raspy, because it's soul music. It's not polished mainstream marketing music, man. This shit, you gotta feel this shit to really understand what I'm saying. And "Life Matters" was just one of them records, and I might do a short film for it, because it don't require no other person to be in it. It just gonna show me this being me in my element, either in nature or just thinking and knowing and being appreciative for who I am, man. Life matters, bro. Hit this ad come though, y'all. But like, I just want to say, I appreciate anybody that just, loving the music, and this community is amazing. Like I tell everybody, man, I don't care about a million screams. As long as I got this community that understand the music, and people in real life telling me it's good, man, fuck them a million screams. Here we go, y'all.
Your life matters. Your life matters. Your life matters. Your life matters more than in a moment of the pain, more than the nights you was losing your way. You ain't random, you written in the code. And every scar is a map to your soul. Your life matters, past what they choose to see. That's every label they choose on your sleeve. You a verse that ain't learned how to read, and still unfold, and still planting the seed. You done slept with your fear and a passion aside, while your purpose was quiet, just drive. Engine running, but stuck in park. Got a full tank of hot, but you stayed up the spark. Your life matters, 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 your
Yeah, man, that song, the whole album is amazing. But now, Branches, I never heard of that. You know what I'm saying? Um, I probably seen an image of them or something, but I never heard of that. Like, uh, yeah, I never heard of that. But the next joint, once you know your life matters, man, and you coming back from the deepest, darkest, trial tribulation that you went through, it's something, in your life, you will always come back to the top. And the theme song you gonna hear, man, is the theme song you gonna hear is gonna be this song. But back to the top is basically saying, um, just enjoy, your journey, because you're gonna always come back to the top when you know uh that the abundance is within.
came from the bottom, now we rise to toast. Every real whiner who been through the most. Sweat in our hands and heart in the grind. Not a champagne life, we leaving the pain behind. From the struggle of the phase, now we elevating. Every loss turned to a lesson. Now we celebrate. Oh, back to the top. Hey, yeah. Raise your glass for the nights we survive. Back to the top. We keep the dream alive. Hey, back to the top. We taking the real back. Every win, every move that I made on the map. Hey, yeah. Back to the top. Come on. Every setback, every block is just a sign. The hustle never fake. We earn our shine. Living proof of the grind, and the dream is what we always do. We made it, we prove it. The journey's ours. It's ours. Celebrate the rise. Back to the top. Hey, back to the top. We taking the real back. Every win, every move, our name on the map. Hot to cut, let the city hear the sound. Hey, back to the top. Back to the top. Hey, back to the top. Back to the top. Back to the top. Back to the top. Back to the top.
Yo, that shit was fire. Man, that job was fire, bro. I remember recording that, and I was like, man, yo, this song crazy. Like, how the fuck? It sound like Gohan going crazy on sale. but but yeah, man, appreciate you, Kane, for that. That song, man, I don't know why that song got a lot more. Like I told you, I don't do views and all that, but that song got a lot more views than some of the songs I like on the album. I don't know why, but I guess people like that one the most. But the next joint, I don't know why I love you, is basically a stalker song. A stalker song in a healthy way. Where the guy see a abundant girl and he just admire her to a point where he just don't know why he love her so much, but he do at the same time because the way how she carry herself and she don't chase love, she let the love come find her and shit, and it's just like it just when a man know when a man know a real woman or a real woman know a divine man, the shit just it just I don't know, what I'm saying, we do things in a way where we can't even explain it, man. So with this song, the song basically is like my stalker song, which really it's a real story, you know what I'm saying. So let's play it, man, and y'all understand the song when y'all hear it, man, because I literally what my pops doing. But I'm gonna let the job play. I gotta see what my pop's doing right quick. Hold on, y'all. I'm coming. I gotta get the
I found
ad.
myself where
Get that ad that way, man. I hate that they got ads on on my topic channel. But here it go, y'all. I'll be right back.
It don't make sense in my world. We ain't really together. Still hold you to myself like forever. Oh, it's the way you walk in the room. No need for attention. Quiet confidence. Yeah, you're different. You don't chase love. You let it come find you. Somehow I end up right behind you. Oh, don't know why. Don't know why I love you. Don't know why I love you. Don't know why I love you. We don't need no title, no promise to keep. You stay on my mind when I can't even sleep. It's crazy how sometimes it's so undefined. I can feel like home every time. I don't know why I love you, girl, don't know why I love you. Yeah. Never had to lie to impress me, and I respect that you stand on your own. Yeah. Don't know why I love you. Don't know why. Don't know why I love you. Don't know. I don't know why I love you. Oh, girl.
All right, y'all. Now we down to the last song. I got a demo from Jubilation that y'all probably heard already called "Be Your Light." But the last song from Jubilation called "What Happened to the Family." Like I told y'all, man, it's a lot. I don't even like talking my business on YouTube, but y'all the community, so I'm gonna just give y'all the light version. Sometime in families, and this is basically a two-layer song as well. But the first layer is dealing with my family. Um, the elders transcended, so like a lot of things is kind of not balanced in my family, and you know, certain people always want to create different uh I guess situations or different things that didn't happen within the family that create confusion. And like Kala said, he's like everybody in your family really ain't your family. And that had me thinking for a long time. And I was like, yeah, you might be right because sometimes certain individuals in the family you just don't connect with for some reason. Um, and then it's like, me growing up, I remember having all my cousins and um, all everybody was at grandma great grandma house and we was having good times. And we had little fights every now and then, but you just never know who jealous or who talking behind your back. Um, after that, after the elders leave, that's when you find out who was talking behind your back. And it's just a sad case. But I isolate myself from a lot of individuals. Um, no hatred, but sometimes you just can't let your energy be around certain people that drains you or put you in a low state where you either get in an argument or you just wind up, fighting or something. So that's what it is in my family. And then the younger generation not really becoming themselves. They're just basically being a copy of the previous generation. Um, and nobody in my family is really, well, no younger generation really like me. If I don't have a kid, ain't gonna be no another version of me, which means that the bloodline probably gonna go back to its lowest state since we really found out how to move this shit again. But that won't be my curse to fulfill or to achieve, to beat, I guess, because I did my part. So that's on the next generation to try to break that bloodline, whatever curse they got going on. But I did my part, and when I made this song, that all that was going into my head while writing this song. And the second layer is basically about the community within you know um, people versus the government type shit, where they don't give us, well, we don't understand the community building type shit or like-minded individuals coming together. This neighborhood that I'm in right now, just imagine if everybody was on the same like-minded way, which not going to be happening because you don't have everybody thinking like that. Sometimes that can be iffy because I don't know. I hear people say sometimes if everybody think the same, it won't work because you need some type of debate to create balance. But um, I don't know about that. I just know if people had a community that is willing to work together and build, the shit will be like a family, and we won't need the government type shit. So that's also on this song, and it was the last song because, like I told y'all, this album can be played reverse or it can be played from like the beginning, and you can still have a different idea about what is the abundance truly is. It gives you a question. It gives you the answer with is within, but also it gives you another answer that is community and family, which we kind of lost the art of. And this shit deep, but I'm gonna let the song, play because I love this song, and I play it sometimes when I reminisce about my grandma, reminisce about my great grandma on my mama's side, also my grandma, my dad's side, my granddad. It's basically like a tribute to them, because I was always a young jit, always taking bits and pieces from the elders, but also having my own ideas and own own creation that I want to do. But like Michael Jackson say, take from the greats and become greater, and that's what I did. And that's why this the last album because it's a powerful song. And I don't think people really making music like this. Everybody want to try to go viral, you know. Other than me, Hurricane, Low Key, this community, we making the right music. I don't care what nobody say. People just won't get it, just won't get it. But we making the right music, man. I'm proud of that. I don't even understand how I'm able to align with y'all. It's amazing though. It's amazing at the same time that we found each other. Out of 1 billion people in the world, we found each other through YouTube. That's amazing. But yeah, so let me play this song called What Happened to the Family, man. Hope y'all enjoy.
Back when the table in today. Now the voices fade away, and everyone walking away. Used to run outside, and cousins in the yard. And now it's group chats that don't hit the heart. Some bloodlines, but we don't feel the same. What happened to the family? Used to feel like home to me. All the generations tied in one. Now it feels like everyone run. What happened to the unity? Love ain't what it used to be. Come on, we got time, but we don't spend it right. And how we lose forever overnight. Yeah, Granddad always say, keep your people close. But now, the love is never shown. Maybe we forgot how to forgive. Maybe too hurt to really live. Maybe we just need more try. Before the whole thing passes us by, pass us by, pass us by. Oh, 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 oh. Everyone can go. To learn the truth, but that don't mean we cut the road. If I Billy back, will it come through? What happened to the family? What happened? What happened? What happened? What happened to the family? Are we just strangers in a different view? It's time. Yeah.
Yeah, that song deep. You know, that goes for anybody. I know, you know, and I also blame the government for doing that shit. You know, making the division of the family happen like that. You know, but do I see a way where it can come back? Um, I don't really know. You know, but at the same time is like I said, the album can be in reverse and you can just focus on yourself and understand and celebrate who you are and try to build your own love family at the same time, but also reminisce what happened to the family. See how the album go back and forth, but still the mission was the abundance from within is power. So it's deep. And the last song I'm gonna play was a demo um called Be Your Light. Y'all heard that demo before. And this song is might be the sound of the next album. I'm not sure. Either I'm gonna get more grittier or I'm gonna keep it like how Be Your Light will be. And Be Your Light is supposed to be a collaboration with this guy, but he never got back in contact. Communication skills is kind of lacking. But at the same time, that would be the last time I ask anybody outside this community to collaborate. You know, because I don't want to be like, you know, he thinking I'm a fan. You know what I'm saying, dude? I'm an artist just like you. If you don't have the respect to communicate or do, I don't know. Like I just don't move like that. And at the end of the day, no hard feelings, but just know that would be the last time I say anything to any artist outside this community, and cause I know I'm a great artist, and I know I'm goated. So I don't need to be trying to be we are the world all the time. You know what I'm saying? But only with the people in the community, like Hurricane Water Style, Low Key, any or Live and Learn, even Abraham Branches, anybody within the community, I'm willing to collaborate with y'all. Cause it's our community, you know. Oh yeah, I got the album coming, Kane. But it's not gonna be called Funk Master, it's gonna be called Velocity, which is basically it's like a honesty. Really, I got the album from a Curtis Mayfield idea, because Curtis Mayfield got an album called Honesty. So what I did was I went to Google and I typed in the synonyms for honesty, and I found this word called velocity, which basically is about authenticity and realness. So that's gonna be the name of the next album. It's gonna have like the funk songs on it and stuff like that. It's gonna go crazy. But Be Your Light was basically supposed to be like collaboration album, collaboration song. But I don't think it's gonna make the next album. The next album about to go crazy. Um, but yeah, here's Be Your Light, and then I'm gonna come back with my closing remarks. I'm gonna end it. Yeah, they always hit me with that ad, man. On my YouTube topic, they always hit me with an ad. I hate that because I didn't even approve of that. But here it go, y'all. Be Your Light. Let's get lit.
I wanna be your light. Help you see the connection through. I want you, girl. Can't you see something in your soul speaks to me? They say we don't match up, baby. See our world don't align, but I see something in you. The world's so cold, it tries to hide. Let me be your light, girl. When the nights get hard to see, let my love remind you of who you're meant to be, and we can rise above it. All the doubt they try to bring, 'cause I see your soul, and it means everything. I wanna be,
Yeah, man. But like I say, no hard feelings to the artists that I try to collab with. You know, life be probably life, and you probably something came up. Um, but like I say, like Lil Yeti let me know every step he in the DM. He's like, yo, I got you, bro. I just life be life, and that's all it takes, communication, man. And if you didn't want to do it, you shouldn't have let me record this song and left a spot for you. But it's all good, At the end of the day, um, the song is a good song, and it got, like I told you, I don't do views, but it got 269 views. So I mean, it's a good song by itself with a collab or not. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I say to everybody, man, the closing remarks, like I told y'all, always be you, become greater at whatever you want to do. Um, you know, be creative within your own little lane. Um, just be great, man, because the world, the way the world is, they don't want you to be great. They try to just give you Kool-Aid type stuff to make you depend on them, and once you do that, they want to take it away and make you fiend for their validation and shit like that, man. But you gotta know that you are great, you are goated, you are God. And with that being, you said at the end of the day, you got a dog ass squad of facts. You feel me? You feel me? Like that song called "The World's a Stage," classic. All the stuff we did at class, I be jamming it to this day. I can't wait to get my new car so I can really go to a park and jam the shit out every song we made. But yeah, we make music from the soul, facts, all day, you know, and that's what people don't understand. They want marketing and perfection type shit, but soul music and music from the soul don't need none of that shit. It's about alignment and frequency. But yeah, my closing remarks, man, like I told y'all, just be great, be goated in your own little lane, and remember one thing: if it ain't A, it's B. If it ain't B, it's C. If it ain't C, the whole test is rigged. Not my dad to say, but he still said. But I share abundance to everybody. I love y'all. Anybody that came through, Branches, Hurricane, um, Live and Learn. Anybody who are watching, man, appreciate y'all, man. This was a good album to make. I got a funk album on the way, man. We going crazy for the summer 2026 because they think the war gonna stop us. It ain't got to stop us, man. If they do a draft, I ain't going. Man, listen, Trump can go to hell, bro. All them Democrats politics, man, go to hell. Like Curtis Mayfield say, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I share abundance to y'all, man. It about to get real though. I think something about to happen. They about to put boots on the ground on Iran, and if that happen, shit about to get chaotic. But like I say, all them probably in cahoots with blood sacrificing the soldiers and don't give a fuck about the people. Power to the fucking people. I share abundance. We out, man.